Alright Helldivers, listen up. Training Specialist Naxxit here with another presentation from Super Earth. In this training course you will learn the appropriate handling of the spear. This weapon is currently being a little inconsistent, so we want you troopers to have the utmost information at your fingertips. I will be showing you the pros and cons of how to use this weapon. You will also see several examples of the exact type of commitment required from you to clear the nursery missions. These actions will be expected from you on the battlefield, so pay close attention to the following presentation. When operating the spear, the first rule is range. Do not let the bugs defeat you by defeating the arc. Rule 2 of the spear is range. Rule 3 is actually reloading, and then rule 4 is range. So one of the pros of the spear is you can actually hit things that you cannot see, so feel free to sweep the battlefield with the sight. See if there's anything out there that you can tag from a distance, because again, rule 1, 2, and 4, range. Do not let them get close. Why are you letting these nasty creatures get up on you in the first place? So as you see here, wonder what happened. Range. Gotta give that spear enough room to arc and hit them. Also, pro tip for using the spear. If you are not launching the spear from your back in a super cool action hero shot, you are doing it wrong. In this clip, we're going to see Rule 3 come into effect and why preparation is the key to success. Got a big old bug booty sitting there, but no rocket in the tube. By the time we get it reloaded, guess what? Rules 1, 2, and 4 come into effect, and range. So when you mess that up, you may have to go with a little bit more dramatic fashion to rid yourself of these bugs. And here's another pro tip they didn't show you in boot. When low on resupplies, just throw your weapon back down. Now the spear does have a really long cooldown, so I really would only recommend doing this in emergency situations, but as you can see here, I think this would definitely classify. So grab yourself up fresh set and go back to putting in work. Now show of hands, who thinks this second shot is gonna land? That's right, range. You gotta get that range down or you're gonna be missing a lot of shots, wasting a lot of ammo, and having a very hard time. So here's another example, just a little bit further away, perfect range. So it really does depend maybe on just give them that last extra 5 meters or so. Again, that's where the superhero jump comes into play. Dive backwards, get you a little bit further distance, light them up. Now let's switch gears and start talking about dealing with the big boys, the Bile Titans. This first example is exactly how you want it to go. You want to send that big bastard flying through the sky looking stupid. Now, the rest of these clips will show you how again, inconsistent this weapon is. Do not approach them from the side or even the rear. You got to get that face shot. As you'll see in this clip, I'm pretty sure, even with the new maneuverability of the rocket, it caught the front leg instead of the face, which is where you want that spear to go. Kind of hard for a Bile Titan to spit bile when its mouth is full of spear. So that's exactly what you're going for. Anything else is almost a waste of time. Now you notice, the Titans lately have been a bit immune to drop pods. Seemed like that was a pretty good hit, but the Titan is still standing, so I guess we'll have to deal with it manually.
Calling in orbital strike.
Now let me show you just how stubborn these big bugs can be if you don't approach it correctly. Pretty clear direct hit there on the side. He's still going. We're going to run up, take another pot shot at him. Again, directly from behind, hitting that armor, not doing a whole lot of damage. It is bleeding, it's not happy, but it's not going to go down that way. So, of course, we call in the flyboys, drop that beautiful 500 directly on this thing, and just watch it freeze. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's that? Are face shots always a sure thing? As much as I know you'd like to think that, here's an example of how that is just not true. Now this bugger did turn around at the last second, but in this second shot, This should be directly in the face. Wait for it to get happy and try to spit. That should have been a dead shot right there. Unfortunately, I believe the fire tornado got the honor for finishing off this night. All right, so some things to make you divers aware of. Currently, might as well say any spawning structure, it's going to be very hit or miss on whether or not the weapon will actually lock on. Now, let's talk about those nursery missions. This may look like an easy end to one of the missions, but we had been battling there for about 10 to 15 minutes before the swarm died away. Now, this was actually the easy one. The next two get much more complicated. Also, divers, avoid water. That's all I'll say. We're just not going to talk about it. We're just going to say avoid water at all costs. Now let's see if you have what it takes to finish the nursery missions when things get extra spicy. We have been trying to get to this terminal just to deploy the nuke for several minutes, running out of reinforcements. It was getting really dicey. As you can see, the way it landed didn't exactly help in the process, but we were able to activate it, and this heavy trooper that goes by the nickname Chonk was actually able to run away to safety. So, put that heavy armor on and get out on the battlefield. And then the final challenge to earn the title of Helldivers. Are you brave enough to battle multiple titans, multiple fire tornadoes, countless chargers and other bugs, to get up there and hit that button to launch the nuke, to destroy that nursery? Let's see if you've got it in you. I actually got it activated.
Another triumph for managed democracy.
I didn't think it gave it to me. Pop quiz, hotshot. What was rules 1, 2, and 4 for using the spear? That's right, range. Don't even give them a chance to get close. This is how you do it right here. Just a reminder.
No better than nothing.
ETA, T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Don't worry. Remember, you have those new Siege artillery, so use them.
And just in case you weren't aware, these things suck. Kill them at every opportunity. Alright, divers. So you've appropriately handled the spear, put down dozens and dozens of heavies, and have destroyed all the nurseries. So what's your final reward for this mission? Oh yeah, let's get on that dropship. I don't want to hear any excuses about why you weren't able to get onto the dropship after watching this inferno.
About to get in. Get in if you can.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
And that is how it's done, Helldivers. An entire crew safely extracted. Stay tuned for more training.
Nice and baked.
Victory was never in doubt.
My fellow divers, Naxit here. Just hopping on to try to continue my research on whether or not the spear is actually improving, trying to show whether or not Arrowhead is actually putting in that work. And as you can see from this clip, we were actually whooping some serious butt. And as you can tell, I guess it was just too much butt, because as you can see, the game crashed. Now, this was our third drop. I had actually gotten paired up with a really awesome group of randoms, but because they were randoms, I was not able to rejoin them once I relaunched the game. So, just trying to make video, trying to give Arrowhead some credit that they are actually working on the things that we want them to, and game-breaking bugs. What are we going to do? Well, I guess that is our first major crash in quite some time.